Welcome to episode 3 of Reboot franchise. This is a huge week for us, week 5, because returning from injury is Chris Wormley, Tim Williams, and D'Angelo Brown. 3 players back on the team, and I believe they're all back in the position. No, they're not all back in the positions they should be. D'Angelo Brown now back in the position he should be. And with the return of Tim Williams, we're going to have a game to take a look at DJ Alexander as our second middle linebacker, because he played great filling in for Tim Williams, and I think what he brought to the team with very good run tackling, I think will serve him well here in the middle linebacker number 2 position. At least I hope so. And outside of that, we are ready to go and play the Raiders, who are 1-3. So yes, we have to go visit the Raiders. Yes, it's the Raiders, but they also have the same record as us. So of course, against the Raiders, we have to look out for Derek Carr at quarterback. That one is obvious. They've got Marshawn Lynch, of course, at the running back position. But what's dangerous with them is that they have 2 number 1 wide receivers, and that is obviously what's going to cause us some problems. And then on the defensive side of the ball, of course, they've got Khalil Mack, and they've got good players as well on defense, but I think we might be able to take advantage of them with speed. We have some fast wide receivers, and I think if Jakeem Grant is matched up against Sean Smith, even though size-wise, you know, Sean Smith might be twice the size of him, we've got a chance there with Jakeem Grant's speed. So it's going to be a tough one. I'm not sure if we really have a chance here, but I think if we do everything right, make no mistakes, we may actually have a chance when we look at some of the matchups. And now let's get into this game against the Raiders. So here we are playing away from home. Maybe we've got a chance to win today. And the Raiders starting off with a Marshawn Lynch run, as you might expect. He picks up a few yards. Then the next play, 2nd and 6, they go with Marshawn Lynch again. And he does what he does best, hitting that first defender. And then Marshawn Lynch running again. But this time, Eric Murray forcing the ball out. That's Jalen Myrick coming in with the recovery. And we'll see in the replay, although it does look kind of close, we do get to keep the ball. So 2nd and 11 on the 45-yard line now, and it's a quick pass out to Wendell Smallwood. The cornerback was blitzing from that side. We get the completion, and we had to settle for a field goal attempt. 4th and 15. It's got the distance, but hits the crossbar and bounces back out. We don't get the 3 points, so 3rd and 9 for the Raiders now, and there comes the pressure, and Tyus Bowser is in for a sack. So they're going to have to punt the ball back to us, and we've got a chance to go up again. But 3rd and 8, pressed against our own goal line, but we get the completion there to CJ Uzomah, so we get the first down. 1st and 10, trying to run, but there's absolutely nothing there for Wendell Smallwood, and we had to end up punting away. 3rd and 1, we get the Raiders again with some pressure there. Tim Williams coming in. They force the ball back to us. 3rd and 6, and Chad Kelly there finds CJ Uzomah again for a first down. So we get a chance to keep moving the chains. 3rd and 12 though. A lot of third downs here, but we complete it again. This time TJ Logan with the catch and takes it for a first down. 3rd and 10 again, and this time Chad Kelly under pressure, trying to step up in the pocket, is hit from behind by Khalil Mack, and he forces the ball out. 2nd and inches now, and it's a pass and a completion and a face mask by Tyus Bowser, and that puts him on the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. They try and run here with Marshawn Lynch. He breaks a bunch of tackles, but he can't break them all. 3rd and goal now. Chance to hold them to just 3 points, but they complete there for the touchdown. Michael Crabtree with the catch. Jalen Myrick couldn't get there in time. It was close, but they get the 7 points. 2nd and 10 now, and it's another completion there to Marshawn Lynch. Xavier Gooden in coverage. It was good, but he couldn't break up the pass. 3rd and 19, chance to get him off the field here, and this is absolutely a coverage sack. And although Brown did all the work there pushing that lineman into Derek Carr, someone else will get the credit. 3rd and 7 now, and we're in the second half here, and we couldn't start our first possession good, and we cannot get anything going here. 4th and 7, having to punt away to Cordarrelle Patterson. We know he's a weapon. He gets away from 2 guys there, gets away from another, fights through the contact of another, and is finally tackled at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 2, and they're running with Marshawn Lynch, and he finds space around the left side and has got away from everybody. Tim Williams just tracking behind him, couldn't even get close to him. Marshawn Lynch with a big touchdown. Now we're down 14-3. Trying to get something going here, and that completion to Jeff Janis may do it. We're trying to run again. TJ Logan, there's just nowhere to go. There's always more defenders than blockers at the moment. And then 2nd and 9, they've got the ball back. We didn't do anything with our possession, and Marshawn Lynch breaking tackles again. Finally a tackle there by Terrence Brooks. 2nd and 8, Xavier Gooden coming in on the blitz. Had to get around a running back, but he gets in for the sack. 3rd and 15 it sets up, and they get the completion there for the first down to Amari Cooper. Marlon Humphrey, his former Alabama teammate, forces the ball out, but out of bounds. Now Derek Carr fighting through so much contact and getting into the end zone. Derek Carr moving like a running back, and now we're down 21-3, and we have to go on 4th and 2. Chad Kelly under pressure, but he gets the ball out to Seftiv Valve somehow. We get the first down, and now we're moving again. TJ Logan finally finding some space to get a half-decent run of about 8 yards. Now 3rd and 7 at the 12. Chad Kelly throwing it end zone, and Jakeem Grant couldn't get the catch there, matched up against Sean Smith. 4th and 7. Gotta go for it. Pass to the back of the end zone to CJ Uzama. He gets the touchdown. So at least it's 21-10 now, and we managed to stop Marshawn Lynch here. We get ourselves 1 minute 46 seconds left. Probably not going to be able to do anything, but now Chad Kelly running away from defenders, gets hit, loses the ball. He should have slid. We lose the ball. They take it back for a touchdown, and now we're down 28-10. Don't worry about that injury timeout. Not any of our players. A completion here to TJ Logan. TJ Logan taking this screenplay a long distance. He's past the 40, past the 30. Sean Smith can't catch him. To the 10 for the touchdown. So at least we have that. TJ Logan with a 76-yard touchdown. And now this will be the final play of the game. Marshawn Lynch running through us. So that didn't work out for us, but we had a couple of chances we threw away. Chad Kelly didn't do too badly. 63% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. TJ Logan kind of got something going towards the end. 12 attempts, 42 yards. Now receiving, he was a lot more useful. 7 catches, 121 yards and a touchdown. CJ Uzama also as well with 35 yards and a touchdown. Then defensively, Terrence Brooks leading with tackles with 7. There were basically just 2 tackles for loss. We did get 3 sacks. Tim Williams, Xavier Gooden and Tyus Bowser coming in. No interceptions. We got false fumbles, but no fumble recoveries. Marlon Humphrey, Eric Murray. Of course, we got 1 fumble recovery. I don't know why I said we didn't get any, even though it doesn't show up here. So did we actually get one? We'll never know. But after this game, what I feel like our problem is not to put it down on one position group, but I think it's the offensive line. So another game, another loss. We're sat at 1-4 at the moment. Now, of course, most NFL teams say, no, we're not tanking the season. But to be fair, we're tanking the season. Now, we're obviously trying to win every game, but through circumstance of leaving ourselves with these players, of course we're tanking the season. We have put ourselves in the absolute worst position to succeed, and we've done it on purpose. Now, we're still going to try with this team as hard as we can to win every game, just like the Jets probably try every game to actually win. They're not actively trying to lose the games, but you know, with the people they've got, they're likely to lose most of the games. But I do think we've got a decent enough foundation here that we definitely will not just go 1-15. I think we've got a few more wins in us, and we're going to go play the Bears next week, and we might have a chance then. Now, it's not a terrible team, of course, roster-wise, but I think Madden might not be too kind to them, so we might stand a chance there. Of course, we've got to scout some college players first, and what I'm looking for here is we've got the offensive line to finish looking at a little bit, and I'm going to take a look at running backs. You know, no offense to the guys that we've got here, but I don't think these guys are long-term answers. We're going to continue to trust them and give them chances, and you know, they've both got that big play potential, but they haven't got that every down consistency, and we might be able to find a guy with that consistency in the draft. So here we go, week 6. This is our chance. We're coming up against the 0-5 Bears. Probably the only team doing worse than us. I have no idea why they're 0-5. We're about to go and look at their team. Maybe it will give us some sort of clue. Now, of course, we're only 1-4, but we get to play them at home. This is a game we cannot lose. I mean, we absolutely cannot lose this game. If we do, we might as well just simulate the rest of the season and lose every single game, because we've got no chance if we can't beat these Bears. So I don't know why the Bears aren't doing well. They've got Jordan Howard, their star running back. They've got Mitch Trubisky starting for them, and he's got some speed, so we'll have to keep an eye out for him outside of the pocket. And then on defense, they've got playmakers too. Of course, Leonard Floyd, someone we're going to have to keep an eye on and make sure that our offensive line can deal with him. So I don't know why the Bears are 0-5, but they are, which means we've got a chance to beat them. We've got them at home. We can't lose to a team that's not won a game yet at home. Let's play this game against the Bears and see if we can't go 2-4. So here we go, the Bears. We already talked about Jordan Howard, and that's how they start it off. But Eric Murray manages to make a nice tackle for a loss on the first play, but they got a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line a few plays later. And a completion to Cameron Meredith, who breaks the contact Lorenzo Doss and then gets tackled by the safeties. 1st and 10 now at the 33-yard line, and that's an interception. Lorenzo Doss with the pick. We're just minutes into the game, and Lorenzo Doss, you can't even see any of the Bears players as he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. His first pick 6 of his career, and it was a great interception that he just managed to take back to the end zone untouched. 3rd and 8 now for the Bears. Can we get him off the field again? And there was a little bit of pressure coming from Tim Williams, but he couldn't get up fast enough. And now Jordan Howard just got away from 3 defenders there before finally being brought down as a receiver. 1st and 10, a lofted pass, and Eric Murray couldn't break it up. He was right there, but they make the catch. Zach Miller. 3rd and 9, and it's a completion there to Victor Cruz, who's back with the team, but Xavier Gooden managed to stop him. Bad matchup, but it was a good result. 7-3 the score now, and that's just a terrible throw by Chad Kelly. Nowhere near any receivers. And now the Bears have the ball back, and Jordan Howard finding a lot of space around the right side there, being tackled by the safeties finally. And on 1st and 10, they run with Jordan Howard again, fighting through contact, but Xavier Gooden brought the ball out. Tyus Bowser picks it up, lost a couple of yards there, but what a great play there. Xavier Gooden coming from behind and forcing that ball out. Tyus Bowser with the recovery gives us a chance here. 7-3 still the score, but we get sacked on 2nd and 10, and they get the ball back as we had to punt away after a failed 3rd down conversion. But there we go with Xavier Gooden making this game his own right now. A forced fumble and a sack. 3rd and 25. Absolutely no one open right now, and Tim Williams gets the time round the left tackle Charles Leno to get the sack on Mitchell Trubisky. 2nd and 7, running with Wendell Smallwood. Did a good job letting the fullback set up his blocks. Now Wendell Smallwood cutting upfield with a nice gain there. This time we've got to rely on the running game because Chad Kelly just cannot hit a receiver right now. Wendell Smallwood again making people miss, cutting upfield, getting tackled at the 19-yard line. And on 3rd and 2, we run with Wendell Smallwood again, and he's into the end zone. Wendell Smallwood taking over the offense right now as the passing game is not doing anything. 1st and 10 for Mitchell Trubisky. Completion over the middle there to Kendall Wright. Lorenzo Doss with a nice tackle though, and they're giving the ball again to Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard hitting Terrence Brooks, fighting through the contact, and nobody's there to catch him. Terrence Brooks is the closest player, and he's the one that got trucked. Where were the other defenders? Absolutely nowhere to be seen. So now we absolutely ruin everything. We were already just up 4 points after being up 14-3. Now we're behind 17-14. That's probably the most boneheaded throw Chad Kelly will ever make, and he knows it. 3rd and 5, we get the completion with Jakeem Grant. Now we're going for a screenplay here to Wendell Smallwood, who's found himself some space, gets out of bounds. We're just trying to get some points before the first half ends here, and we're trying to move into field goal range, and Chad Kelly having some problems here, throwing it deep, nowhere near Jeff Janis. And that's an interception by Adrian Amos, who's able to return it to the 29-yard line as well. But here we are in the second half. We didn't get any points. 2nd and 8, and it's a completion to Jeff Janis. So after all, Chad Kelly does know what Jeff Janis looks like. 3rd and 13. It's a tall order, and we cannot get anything done there. Nobody open, and then the pressure gets us a sack. Jordan Howard running around to the left, but Xavier Gooden was there for the tackle. So was Marlon Humphrey. 3rd and 11, it sets up. We've got a chance to get him off the field. Instead, there's a completion to Kendall Wright, and they keep moving. 1st and 10, it's another big run by Jordan Howard round the side. It's up to Eric Murray to catch him. Eric Murray does catch him, but barely at the 22-yard line. 3rd and 9 now for the Bears, and here comes the pressure. Tyus Bowser coming, cannot catch him. Tim Williams there as well, though, when he manages to catch Mitchell Trubisky before they can get the 1st down. So they settle for a field goal. We're down 14-20, but a touchdown will take us back into the lead. And we've got a chance here as now we're starting to move the ball a little bit. Chad Kelly again looking to pass. Now he's looking to run. Chad Kelly's got wheels and he's using them, and he gets out of bounds there. That's why we run to the sideline, because that fumble doesn't matter. 2nd and 10 now, looking to pass, and it's a completion to CJ Uzama, and he picks up a 1st down. Now we're grinding out those 1st downs. 2nd and 7. Chad Kelly again dropping back to pass. A completion there to Tommy Lee Lewis, making his 1st catch for the team. 2nd and 10, looking to pass, rolling around, buying time. Jakeem Grant with the catch, was stopped short at the 3-yard line. Injury timeout doesn't affect us, and now on 2nd and goal, it's a pass to Seth DeValve for the touchdown. Seth DeValve with a nice catch, got hit straight away, but held onto that ball. So now we're up 21-20, 7 minutes 54 in this game left, and there's an interception by Jalen Myrick. This will help us if we can take advantage of it. 2nd and 11. Throwing, and it's intercepted, and not only is it intercepted, this looks like it will turn into the 2nd pick 6 of the day. Not of the season, which you could even just say is maybe alright. Of the day, we've got ourselves a Matt Schaub on our hands. So Chad Kelly, 2nd and 7, rolling out, then throwing back across his body to Tommy Lee Lewis for a big completion to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 19 though, but we go for a screenplay here. Wendell Smallwood gets the ball. He's being well blocked for, and Wendell Smallwood has only got guys to beat with speed. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Wendell Smallwood is in for the touchdown, and now the Bears here on 3rd and goal coming back again, but we managed to stop them. So 31-28, 1 minute left in this game. Can Chad Kelly bring these guys down for a field goal or a touchdown, of course, to win the game? 3rd and 10 now, 23 seconds left. It's another completion here to TJ Logan, who gets out of bounds. The flag there will take us even closer. Running out of time now, 2 seconds, 1 second. It's nowhere near the receiver, and we run out of time. I think we learned this last year. Don't hire me if you want good clock management. And to be honest, well, I mean, we can focus on that final moment, and that's absolutely fine, because it will detract from the fact that we played the rest of the game pretty terribly too. We shouldn't have been in the situation to be 31-28 down. We should have been 28-14 up. We gave away so many points and so many chances. We absolutely deserve to lose this game, and we lose to a team that was 0-5, and now we are 1-5, the same as them. Chad Kelly, I mean, The interceptions weren't necessarily his fault. Had some absolutely horrendous throws to begin the game. Did start to make up for that. Ended up with 57% completion percentage, but you know, we had to run to begin with because we couldn't pass whatsoever. Wendell Smallwood did good today. 13 attempts, 75 yards, he did well. I mean, receiving again, Wendell Smallwood 5 for 69, a touchdown as well. Jeff Janis 3 for 41, whatever. Tommy Lee Lewis, however, I think we found a new receiving setup. Jakeem Grant, Tommy Lee Lewis and Jeff Janis, I like that combination of players. You know, today, I think, well, he's not even on here. Juju Smith-Schuster just annoyed me a little bit. I don't know whether it's his fault or not, but he didn't get open when I felt like maybe he should have done. Jakeem Grant, I don't even know if he got open when he should have done, but, you know, I like him there. He's faster. He's very fast. So we're going to keep him as our #1 guy. 12 tackles for Xavier Gooden. That is a high number, but it's not good for us. 9 tackles for Eric Murray. Let's take a look at the sacks. 1 for Xavier Gooden, 1 for Tim Williams. 2 interceptions today, Jalen Myrick and Lorenzo Doss. That's nice, but we also could have done better on defense. Of course, Lorenzo Doss taking his back for a touchdown. Did we get any forced fumbles? We got the 1 forced fumble by Xavier Gooden. Of course, that was recovered, which never gets tracked. Thank you, Madden. Let's wait in about 3 months and that'll be fixed. Could have done better today. That's obviously an understatement. Yes, you know, we lost it at the end, but honestly speaking, I don't think that's the problem, which is probably a bigger problem than it would be if it was just time management. So at the end of that game, the terrible, terrible record, even though I know, you know, we're not supposed to do well, and doing badly helps us because then we have a better record in terms of for our draft pick. It doesn't help me. I don't like it. I want to be doing better. Where does he go? He goes there. You know, it's Keenan Reynolds. I still want to see some more of. Oh, this is a bad way to do this. This is a bad way to do this. There we go. We need to get Tommy Lee Lewis, put him up. He's not the second string receiver. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to be. So, I don't like the fact we're losing games. It's not fun for me, but at the same time, of course, that is kind of, you know, whisper it. That's kind of what we want to happen because we won an early draft pick. In our first season with the Saints, we ended up going, I think, 8-8 or 7-9 and had a late-ish draft pick, had to trade up, lost a bunch of our draft picks because we had to trade up. I say bunch, I think maybe 2 or so. But that's not what we want to happen here. We're happy with the fact that, let's see where we are, that we are 29th. We'd have the 4th overall pick. That is technically a good thing. Hard to think that way, but in the Reboot franchise, the reason you get rid of all your players is, whether you admit it to the press or not, it's to tank the season. You know, take a look at the Jets, take a look at, I don't know, are the Bills actually, you know, tanking? Or did they just make bad personnel decisions? I don't know, but look at those teams. That's what a real-life reboot looks like, and that's exactly what our reboot looks like here. I wouldn't be surprised by the time we get to week 6 if, you know, those real-life Firesale franchises didn't have similar records to us.